I feel like a lot of times people aren't thankful with their with their life and their own situations. You know, people are too busy looking around and seeing what other people are doing and the things that they have going on, and they don't take time to just sit back and be blessed with their own situation. You know, instead of worrying about, when am I going to get to where the next person is, how about just being happy with where you are now? You know, if you're in one of those positions where you got big things going and you about to level up, you need to really embrace, life as it stands, things as it is, currently, because it'll never be the same. It'll never be regular again. Once you surpass that level, and you go from, being, here to, there, you can honestly never go back. No matter what you tell yourself and stuff, once you've reached a certain plateau, your persona, your character will say, "Hey, this is what we've adapted to. This is what we are. This is what we like to be." So taking that step down or that step back, in most cases, just isn't an option. You know, so once you come accustomed to that lifestyle, that's the status quo. That's what it is, and then so forth, and then you continue to elevate and to keep leveling up, because you've now reached that certain plateau that now you know how everything works. Once you've done this one thing once, you can continue to do it again. It's just wash, rinse, and repeat at that point. But I guess the point that I'm getting at is only you control that. Other people don't control that. What other people do doesn't control it, how you're going to move or not. Unless they're telling you, "Hey, once I do this, then I'll do this for you." And in the same token, I wouldn't read too much into that either. But on a side note, you have to be the motivation that you need to get up and keep going every day. People tend to want to wait for others to move and things like that, and I think it's ridiculous. But I'd never sit around and wait for another person to do something, in order for me to eat. If I'm hungry, I'm going to get up and feed myself. I'll make it happen on my own. But it just really, like, I'm not going to say it bothers me, but it really causes me to think a lot when I see a lot of people around me not really succeeding and getting to their next plateau or their next level. And at the end of the day, it's really just you stopping you standing in your own way. So I just want to say to you guys, it does not have to be that hard. The first step is the first step is the hardest one. I'm yawning because there's no days off, in this life, and you have to continue to strive and push forward every day to keep moving and keep elevating. So if you wanna see a win, you have to be the win. What that means is you have to continue to move forward and go at such a pace that seems like, it just seems unbearable. But I'm telling you, once you do that for you, you'll never be able to look back and say, "Hey, I didn't give it my all." If you do that for you, I guarantee you'll always win. Y'all be safe. I'm out.